Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Let's look into Webpage of 2024 June 3/1. Okay, we're going to look at task 3 first, file management. Create a new folder called J2431. Okay, in the source folder that has been provided to you, you have to create a new folder. You right click, new folder, and name it to be J2431. Name the new folder to be J2431. All right, now here, locate only the following files and store them in your J2431 folder. So all these files will move it into the new folder created. J2431 contact, J2431 contact, location, logo, splendid, styles.css and text file. Splendid style.css and the text file. You either cut and paste it or you click on it, highlight all the files, click and drag it to the folder. So there you have all the files. So it's going to be 6 files. Make sure you have 6 files. Now here, display the contents of your folder J2431 showing the folder name, file names, extension of files, file size and image dimension. Take a screenshot of this folder, making sure that the required information is clearly visible, and place a screenshot in your evidence document. So to get all these information, you click on view and choose content. Okay, and take a screenshot of this folder. Take a screenshot of this folder with the name of the folder and paste it in your evidence, which is step 10. Now let's continue. Task 4, creating a web page. Create a web page. So there's a difference between the file type you use. Okay, when it is a web page, it is HTML. All right. When it is a cascading style sheet, when it is a style sheet you're asked to create, it's supposed to be CSS. Okay, remember that. So when it is a web page, you open Dreamweaver and create new HTML. If they ask you to create a style sheet, then create new CSS. Okay, so here it's a web page, so we choose HTML. All right, the first step when you open the the web page, is to save it with the file name. So create a web page called Splendid and save this in your folder J2431. So file, save as, go to your folder, J2431, and then type in the file name Splendid. It's only the file name you're supposed to type, not the extension. All right, and then this page must be created using a single table, and it must work in all browsers. The table must fit 85% of the browser window and have a structure as shown in this diagram. Okay, to create the table, insert tab table. Type in the number of rows and columns. Number of rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows and 2 columns. So type in 5 rows and 2 columns, whereas a table width is 85% of the browser window. So table width, set it to be 85 and make sure the dimension is in percent. Click OK. Align the table to be in the center. Okay, let's leave it to be default because it doesn't mention here it's supposed to be in the center. Okay, now let's design the cells. Cell A, the first row is merged with 20% height. So highlight the cells, right click, table, merge cells, and at the bottom, W and H. Height is H, set it to be 20%. Type 20%, enter. And then width of B is 60%. So you need to merge cell B. Right click table, merge cells, width set it to be 60%. W set it to be 60%. Next, cell E is merged again with no dimension. So highlight the cell, right click, table, merge cell. C, D, F, G are not merged and no dimension. So just leave it as such. Okay, each table is identified with a letter. The letter content shown in the diagram must not appear on the final web page. Make sure you don't type in the letters there on the cell. And then table borders must not appear on the final web page. So there should not be any borders. So we will leave it to have borders for time being. This we will do it later so that it's easy for us to know the cells. Okay, I'll show you how to do it though. You will have to highlight the table. Okay, to highlight the table, you click on any of the empty area, hold the mouse and drag it to the table. You get an outside border, and the border you set it to be 0. There you have no borders. Okay. Okay, so just set it to be border 0. Anyway, we have those dotted lines. I hope that is visible for you guys. So I set it to be 0 as well. Now set the title of the web page to Splendid Toadfish. So title, you have an option here to set the title. Okay, you can type here the title, or you split the window, and here on the title tag, in between the title tags, untitled document, you change it to Splendid Toadfish. T capital? No. Okay. So it appears here as well. Now next, in cell A, the text conserve our endangered species. So cell A, the first merge cell, place the cursor. Conserve our endangered species. In cell C, the text Splendid Toadfish. Cell C is this cell. Place the cursor there and type in the text Splendid Toadfish. Okay. Now, set the text in cell A and C to be style heading 1. So place the cursor in cell A, set the format at the bottom to be heading 1, and the same thing to cell C. Place the cursor, you highlight, set the format to be heading 1. Time to time, make sure you save your file. In cell G, place the cursor in cell G. Cell G is the last cell created by your candidate details, and you're supposed to set it to heading 2. So place a cursor there. Created by your name, center number, followed by your candidate number. Set it to heading 2. Okay, next. Place in cell B the image Splendid. So it's cell B, D, and F. So let me see if the cells B, D, and F. So these are the cells. Place the cursor in cell B, insert tab image. You're supposed to insert the picture Splendid. Okay, and name it Splendid. Click OK. The picture appears there. Next, in cell D, contact. Cell D, place the cursor in cell D, insert image, contact, name it contact, and cell F, location. Place the cursor in cell F, insert image, location, name it location. Okay, now next. So add appropriate alternate text to all images. That's what we added, named it. Okay, place in cell E All right, let me see which one is cell E. Okay, this is cell E. Place the cursor in cell E. It's this cell. The text from the file, J2431 text. So go to your folder and open the file, J2431 text. Select all the content, copy the content from here, go back to Dreamweaver and paste your copied content. Okay, close this. And the next step, set each of these 3 paragraphs into paragraph style. So all of these, you must make sure it is set to paragraph styles. Okay, just double check if it is paragraph styles. Now save your file. The next step is to attach the style sheet. The style sheet is given to you. This you have to attach it to your web page. Now do not edit the style sheet. So let's attach. Format tab, CSS style, attach style sheet and browse for your style, J2431 style. Click OK. OK, you have the style sheet attached. Save your file. Now here, the next step is to create a new style sheet. This is what I told you in the beginning of the task. If it is web page, you will create new HTML. If it is a style sheet, you're supposed to create new CSS. Okay, so here the step is to create a new style sheet. So you go to File, New. Now choose CSS, blank page, set it to be CSS, create. And there you have the CSS. Delete the content from there, whatever is there, and click on this refresh button. All right. Now, the first step is to place the picture as a single background image. So they're talking about background. Background basically works on the body tag. All right, so let's click on create new CSS rule and then selector type, set it to be tag. Selector name, leave it to be body because we're going to work on background. Click OK. Choose the background category. The picture is given to you, so you browse. If it is a color, you pick the color from here. Browse. The picture to be added is J2431 logo. J2431 logo. Click OK. Okay, let me cancel this first and save the file first. Okay, let's do this step. If not, we're going to get that pop-up throughout the step. So let me save this file. Save the style sheet in your J2431 folder in cascading style sheet format as J2431 CSS2 underscore center number underscore candidate number. Okay, file, save as, save it inside the correct folder. It has to be from your J2431 folder. It has to be inside that folder, and the file name is J2431 CSS2 underscore your center number underscore your candidate number, isn't it? Yeah, and save. Now let's create the CSS rule for body. Under background category, browse for the picture logo. Okay, it gets attached. Now you see you don't get any pop-up. So make sure you save your file before you start working on it. Okay, now here they say the picture has to be in the top left corner. All right, the top left corner, and it should be a single picture. The background image should not repeat. So what you do is you set the background repeat to no repeat because it says it has to be a single image. It should not repeat. All right, and then the position, they say it has to be on the top left corner. So the position, you set it to be left. X-axis, you set it to be left, and the Y-axis, you set it to be top. Okay, and then click OK. You get the coding for the body style. Next is the table is right aligned within the browser window. So here they say it's supposed to be on the right. Whenever you are aligning the table to the center or to any one of the sides, either left or right, it is supposed to be the margin you are aligning. So this you will have to type in. All right, so it's going to be table space, open a curly bracket, margin. So you look for margin left and right. Okay, so let's work on right. Right, they say it's supposed to be 0. Okay, set it to be 0, semicolon, enter, margin. The next one is supposed to be left. There is no specific dimension set for the left hand side. They have only asked us to set it to be on the right. So set the margin left to be auto, semicolon, close the bracket. You can avoid this space, okay? I just made it to look neat. If you want to start right away in the beginning of the line, you can still do that. It's still correct. All right, next. Okay, now next step, H1, H2 and paragraph style. Use these fonts. Okay, now let's do H1 first. Create a new style, select a type tag, select a name H1, click OK. Now the font family, they say it's Times New Roman, if not serif font. So Times New Roman, serif font. And then H1, it still have the text to be bold. Okay, so the font weight, set it to be bold. Font weight, set it to be bold. And then, yeah, just these. Okay, H1 is just this. So you get this. So now here it says H2 is also going to be the same. So highlight H1, copy, paste, and remember to change this to H2, or you can still do it. Okay, create a new style, select a type tag, select a name H2. It's still going to be correct. All right, and then they say paragraph. Paragraph is also the same, but you just have one extra for paragraph. So paste again and change the tag to be paragraph, and then refresh here, double click on paragraph. They say it's supposed to be justified. Text align, set it to be justified here. Yeah, paragraph is fully justified. So block category, text align, set it to be justified. Click OK, that gets added here. All right, so you can still do it here. If you want to create it separately, you can create it as well. Find for paragraph style. There you go. Okay, and do the same thing. Find for the font style, and then font weight, set it to be bold, and then block category, set it to be justified. It's going to be the same. You copy and paste, you just need to make sure you change the tag. All right, and then next is your name, center number, all these must be set as a comment at the top of the style sheet. So place the cursor before body, enter once, and place the cursor on line 1. The format for the comment is backslash star, your name, center number, your candidate number, asterisk, slash. Okay, so that is the format for your comment. So that's how the comment is going to look like. All right, slash, asterisk, followed by your candidate details, asterisk, slash. Okay, now let's save this file and go back to our web page. So let's go back to our web page. Attach this style sheet to your web page, and so that it has a higher priority than the attached one, the one attached in step 18. So let's attach this. Format, CSS style, attach style sheet. Now browse for the file J2431CS2 underscore your candidate details. Click OK. OK again. Okay. So that's how your final web page is going to look like. Save your file. Take a screenshot of your style sheet and place this in your evidence document. Make sure the file name and all the contents are fully visible. So this is step 19. Go to your style sheet that you've created. Take a screenshot of this. Make sure the file name and the content, all the content is fully visible. Step 19. Place the screenshot. Make sure the content is clearly visible. All right, that's done. Next, save your web page. Take a copy of your HTML source and place this in your evidence. So of your HTML source, the web page. So click on the code window, select all, Control A, copy, go to your evidence. This is going to be step 20. Paste your coding there, and then display your web page in a browser. If necessary, resize it. Okay, let's go back to design here. File, preview in browser, Chrome, and wait for it to open. You may resize the page if it is not fully visible. Okay, there you go. All right, and then take a screenshot of this browser with the address bar. Address bar is important. Okay, make sure you show the address bar. Only then they will consider that as a the browser. If not, they might think it is from the application, the Dreamweaver. Okay, and paste this in your the same step. All right, all the page can be seen. If not, you can resize it if it is not fully visible, but make sure you take all the pages clearly, and then all text can be easily read. Make sure the content is clearly readable. The address bar is fully visible. Address bar must be fully visible. All right, and then save your evidence. This must be placed. This is done. And finally, you will have to print your evidence. So file, you go to print, choose the correct printer. Before you print, make sure all your evidence content is clearly visible and click print. And I think that's the end of the paper. I hope that was clear. See you guys in another video. Thank you. Bye-bye.